What's up, everyone? Let's give it a few minutes for people to join, and then we'll start. What did everyone trade today? D. Oliver, what's up, man? Long time no talk. What's up, everyone? That was a good FaceTime, man. I'm going to talk about that today, too, actually. What's up, Sam? It's just like a little bit warmer than yesterday. So I'm hoping that every single day it just gets a little warmer. Can't wait to start doing these without a fucking jacket on. Let me just stop for a second and enjoy the sunlight. What's up, everyone? What'd you guys trade? DCAR was one. What else? What's up, man? What's up, Andrew? We'll give it a few minutes and then I'm gonna talk. I don't really have kind of like a subject that I really want to kind of dive deep into today. I was thinking about talking about what to do when you kind of recognize that slow day and how to kind of stay busy so that you're not over trading. So that's kind of the topic that I'm thinking about talking about. But if you guys have any ideas, what's up, Trevor? Let me know. Oh, it's so cold. I'm so sick of this shit. It's literally winter like 10 months out of the year here. And even when it's sunny, it's still fucking cold. SXTC was fucking sick, but I fucking missed that. Oh, crazy. We'll give it a few minutes and then we will start. Just want everyone to kind of get in here and get their shit situated. These walks have really been helping me. While I'm doing this, Bao is going and attacking the hill. He sounds like he's in cardiac arrest every time he attacks that hill. I tell him to bring like a bottle of water with him or something because he's so out of breath. All right. I'll give it another second and then I'm going to start. All right, so kind of the topic that I wanted to discuss today is, well, yesterday I talked about slow days and how to kind of recognize it and how to trade during slow days, which was basically kind of like sizing down, scaling down, using the outer lines, all this stuff. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, just go click on the video before this and you'll be able to see it. But today, I kind of want to talk about what to do if you recognize it's a slow day and nothing is setting up, and how do you prevent yourself from getting stuck in a bad situation. So coming into today, I always like to start with how I kind of slept and what I kind of saw as soon as I got to my desk. So it's kind of funny, but I slept really early last night and I slept at around like 8:30 or 9 p.m. my time, and I woke up around midnight. And when I woke up at midnight, I had like a nightmare, and I had like a really shitty nightmare, and I basically just went into the MIC after hours to see what people were talking about, just so that I could kind of stay distracted for a little bit, get tired, and fall back asleep. And as soon as I went to MIC after hours at that point, I think Bao and Joe Kelly were talking about some like golden nuggets, and they were talking about some great stuff that was kind of happening in the room. I don't really remember what they were talking about, but Bao was basically just spitting gold like usual. So if you didn't see that, basically just go into MIC after hours from yesterday and filter from what Bao and Joe were talking about. And it was kind of funny because I was like, hey, like, what's up? Like, I'm here and I had like a shitty nightmare. And they're basically just all making jokes like, oh, what was your nightmare? That you were vegan for the day, or that the steak, the population of steak disappeared and all you have to do is eat vegetables like Tosh or some shit like that. So they were making pretty funny jokes, but I also made a joke about for myself, and I was like, yeah, my nightmare was that I got married. And Val started cracking up, so that was really funny. So I didn't really sleep that well last night. I had a nightmare, and then I basically went to bed, and I woke up early at like 7 o'clock. So I woke up in the morning, and the first thing that happened in the morning around 7 a.m. was this, what was that H stock? The fucking H stock that got halted. What was it? I can't remember the ticker for it, but basically that H stock that was kind of moving crazy yesterday, that went to like $100, halted yesterday. So at 7 a.m. Hunt, H-U-N-T, it halted yesterday. So at 7 a.m. This morning, as soon as I woke up, the stock got halted for an SEC halt. And there's a bunch of different halts. There's like a volatility halt, which is if a stock moves over 10% in like 10 minutes or something, it gets halted for 5 minutes or whatever it is. But this was not a volatility halt. This was an SEC halt. And more specifically, this was a T12 halt. And what a T12 halt is when the SEC halts the company and requests more information. So this fucking hunt went 500% yesterday on no news, and Bao was basically just like, hey, this has halt risk. The SEC always investigates stocks that go crazy without any news. So the fact that HUNT got halted today was already a bad sign for small caps. Next, DCAR, DCAR. And that's something that's really interesting that I definitely want to talk about. So this DCAR is a sympathy play to the Lyft IPO. And if you don't know what a sympathy play is, it's when the main stock, aka Lyft, is moving and has very positive news and a positive catalyst. There are pumpers out there that try to pump the next Lyft, or they try to pump the next stock that is in the same sector as the main stock. And that's what this DCAR was. So this DCAR was being pumped by 3 different chat rooms. One chat room, the guy owned 5% of the company. The other 2 chat rooms, they were buying for weeks and days and this and that, and they had it from a low average and all this fucking crazy shit. And basically, they just kept pumping it and pumping it and pumping it, and it seemed like an easy play into the Lyft IPO on Friday. And the reality is that yesterday it squeezed everyone out. I'm sure yesterday people were adding to their winners long, and shorts were kind of blowing themselves out short. And everyone was really comfortable, and they felt like this was going to go to the moon, and it had a $10 price target and all this crazy shit. But what ended up happening, right? What ended up happening to this DCAR? Early this morning, it had an offering. And you say to yourself, okay, it's a small offering, it's only 500,000 shares. Well, here's the thing. If the stock has a shares outstanding of 1 million shares and they're doing an offering of 500,000 shares, that's 50% dilution, right? They're diluting the company by 50%. And the reality is that push into close yesterday got every single short out of that stock and got every single long to add to their winner. So the offering today was a fucking recipe for disaster for longs, because now they're fucking stuck, right? All the people that kept adding to their winners at 5 and 6, and it went to 650 after hours and all this crazy shit. Now it's at $5 pre-market, and people are saying, oh, it's, exhaustion, it's buyer this, it's buyer that, like, this is on sale, I'm just gonna add to my fucking winner, this is gonna blah, blah, blah. And what ended up happening is it popped up in the morning. And my game plan was, my ideal scenario on DCAR was to short the 550 line. So if you basically draw a line at 550 pre-market, you could see that there was a decent amount of resistance there. So my game plan was scale the 550 line. And how did I scale the 550 line? I took a starter at 519, and my plan was to kind of add every 15 cents until I got to the 550 line, right? That was my plan. And it just so happened that my starter today was 2,500 shares, and I hit it at 519, and I basically top ticked it, right? And my mentality was, short 2,500 at 519, short another 2,500 at 535, and then short another 5,000 at 550, right? That was basically my game plan, scale into that 550 level. And what ended up happening is I filled 2,500 shares. And it's crazy because I made almost $900 fucking instantly just off 2,500 shares. And I forgot how powerful it is that if you use smaller size and just hold for bigger moves, you're making a decent amount of money. So the game plan on DCAR was that because everyone was so long biased, because everyone was so bagged on the long, because everyone was stuck on the long, I thought that they would be using any single pop that happened to exit their position, and that's what led me to short the 519 line, which was the top tick, but my plan was to add at 550. So the moral of the story is, or the lesson of the story is, don't fucking listen to these pumpers. Don't fucking listen to these people that are buying 5% of the company and pumping it and saying 10 or 20, it's going to 10 or 20. No shit, they're gonna fucking say that. They need someone to buy it so that they could dump into you. There was 3 different chat rooms, 3 pumping it to all their people. They made the pumpers' jobs for this offering so easy. The pumpers didn't even have to fucking manipulate the stock. The pumpers didn't need to unload anything. They had all these chat rooms do all the hard work for them. So the next time someone's buying 5% of the company, or the next time that people are fucking pumping this to their members, just think in the back of your head, who's benefiting from pumping this stuff? Who is accumulating before the pump? They need volume to sell into. And today, because all the shorts exited yesterday and because there was an offering today, it was the easiest fader that there could have been. So a slow day turned out to be a small winning day. So after that trade was over, I basically thought to myself, okay, the day is over, GLBS is tanking, RBZ is tanking, Hunt is halted, and SXTC is fucking tanking, and whatever it is. So I thought to myself, what can I do here to protect myself? What can I do to protect myself and not get trapped in low volume manipulation or low volume zombie moves? So basically, I saw that D. Oliver nailed this DCAR move as well. So D. Oliver has been on a really good hot streak. He's been really helpful to MIC members. He has a tab, and he's basically doing everything and anything to make it so that he is going to be a successful trader. So I basically thought to myself, I'm like, yo, do you want to FaceTime? Do you want to talk for a little bit? Let's just talk and let me pick your brain about how you traded this DCAR and how I traded it, and maybe we could find a way to improve together, right? Maybe we could find a way to improve together. So I called him on FaceTime, and basically we were just talking, we were shooting the shit, and then we got into trading, and I was basically talking about what I saw in DCAR, and he was like, yeah, I saw the 550 line as well, but I thought there was no shot in hell that they would touch that 550 line. So I took a starter the same place as you. And I said, dude, that's totally fine, because I did the same thing as well. We both saw the same levels. We both saw the same lines. And we both knew that if it did hit that 550 level, that was money. But even if it didn't, it's okay to take a starter. It's okay to take, a tenth of my size. If it got to 550 and pushed and failed, I would be totally comfortable taking 20,000 shares on that position. But I only took 2,500 as a starter. I took a tenth of my position as a starter just in case, because to me, that was really nothing. But it turned out that was the top. So after talking to D. Oliver about that stuff, we started talking about why I didn't trade the other stocks on my watch list, which I thought was a great question, right? I thought that was a fantastic question. He's like, okay, I saw DCAR and I saw what you were thinking and I saw your mentality for it, but tell me why you didn't trade GLBS. Tell me why you didn't trade that, or tell me why you saw the line at $5. And basically I said, okay, pull up the pre-market chart. Excuse me. I said, pull up the pre-market chart and look at where it topped out pre-market. It topped out at 496 or 497. This is GLBS. And I said to him, and I drew my line at $5. And I said, yo, I see a line at $5. And right now the stock is trading at $4. If it has a parabolic move to that $5, it is a candidate for the first resistance, right? And what the first resistance is that lined up. So it had a resistance level at 496 and a whole number resistance at $5. So if it kind of shot up from 4 to 5 almost instantly out of the open, that would be 2 resistance areas. Again, a $5 whole number and a 496 line. Those 2 resistance areas combined together would, in my opinion, give it so that the first time that it tested, it would reject. So that's why my plan on GLBS was $5. And I think the highest it hit was like 420 at the open. So I got no position. And after talking to D about that, he's like, yeah, now I see it. I see your line very clearly. And that totally makes sense to me. Other than that, we were talking about why I didn't trade RBZ, right? Why didn't I trade RBZ? And the reality is that I told him, like, dude, if there's anything with a float of $1 million or less than $1 million, bro, you can't be fucking shorting that. You can't be fucking shorting that. And the reality is that DCAR did have a low float, but with the additional dilution, it didn't make it as low anymore. That was the only difference. So we were talking about what I was trading and what I was not trading. But then the best part was I asked him, like, I was like, yo, like, how's MIC for you? Like, are you improving? Like, what's going on? And this and that. And he's like, bro, because of MIC, I was able to buy myself an Audi. And I was like, holy shit. I then at that moment realized how fucking important MIC is. I was like, holy shit, this guy that I've never met before in my life, that I know via the internet, is learning from us and being able to make enough money to buy himself a fucking car. That's fucking insane, man. Congratulations, man. That's fucking amazing, dude. It's amazing. And we talked about sizing up, and we talked about what does it mean to size up, and when do you know you're ready to size up. And I kept telling him, like, bro, if your system is working now, if you are making $200, $300, $400, $500 a day now, if you're doing that consistently, if you're making $500 a day consistently, bro, that's 10 grand a month, right? That's 10 grand a month. That's 10 grand a month. That's big money. That's 120 grand a year. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to fucking make $1 million. You don't have to make $500,000. You don't have to make fucking $200,000. Even if you make $50,000 or $60,000, that's enough to put food on the table for your family. That's enough to buy new clothes, buy new cars, maybe have an extra vacation. You know, you don't have to be a fucking baller. You just have to make enough money to make your family's life better, to make your family's life easier. And that's all possible with trading. That's all possible with all this stuff. So to D. Oliver, man, keep up the good work, bro. I love seeing you progress. I love seeing you improve. I love the fact that you're doing everything and anything to improve. He showed me he has fucking a notebook full of, we have a notebook full of quotes from Bao, or he has post-it notes of rules and all this stuff, man, all this fucking stuff, and he's putting in the work, right? He's putting in the work. It's not like he's fucking doing this shit and he's praying that it's gonna work out and he's not fucking doing anything. He's literally every time Bao spits out golden nuggets in the chat, D. Oliver's taking screenshots of it. Every time I'm saying something, he's taking screenshots of it. Every time Bao's posting a chart, he's screenshotting and he's trying to learn because he is putting in the time and he is putting in the effort to fucking improve, man. He's trying to put in the effort to improve. And it's like we could give you the strategies and we could give you the mechanics and we could give you everything that you need to know for free, included in MIC. But if you are not putting in the work and if you are not doing whatever it takes to study and get there, then bro, you're not meant for it. You're not meant for it. There's so many people that I see that join, that ask basic questions, and I answer every single question. But if they just took 5 minutes and watched the video, they would just see it all. They would just see the answer. So that's the thing. We're not going to hand you out everything. We're not going to hand you and hold your hands, but we have everything that you need if you study to be successful. There are consistent traders in MIC now because of the content that we put out. There's over 285 videos in the video library explaining everything, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, zombie moves, death lines, first bounce, all this crazy fucking shit. But if you're not taking the time to read it, and if you're not taking the time to watch it, why am I taking my time to hold your hand for doing it? You know what I'm saying? This is, you get what you put in. And from speaking to D. Oliver about it and seeing the notes he has and seeing all the post-it notes and seeing all the screenshots and seeing everything and anything that he does so that he makes sure he has an edge over the person he's trading against, bro, that's motivating me. That's motivating me to fucking put in more work. That's motivating me to take more screenshots about. That's motivating me to fucking work my ass harder because he is doing whatever it takes to beat the fucking guy that's trading against him. And if you're not doing the same, then you're fucked. That's it. We're here to help, man. We're here to help. But help us too by watching all the content that we put our hearts into. All the fucking videos that we're putting our fucking heart into. Joe made a fantastic video about why size doesn't lead to consistency and why consistency is the king. And that was the most viewed video in the MIC video library. People watch it 2, 3, 4 times because people are starting to finally fucking realize that if you put in the work, you're gonna make the money, right? If you put in the work, you're gonna make the money. You watch those 285 videos. You watch them all 2, 3, 4, 5 times, right? You know what I do before bed? You know what I do? I watch one Bao daily recap a day before bed, no matter what. Every single day before bed, I watch an hour of Bao, and it's not because I love hearing his voice, which he does have a great voice, and he is great at explaining things. It's because I want to dream about these lines before bed. I want to think about these fucking setups before bed and right when I wake up. So again, I've seen all of Bao's videos probably 2 times, 3 times, 4 times already. But I keep watching it over and over and over again because I want to keep improving my process. Every single time I watch it, there's a little thing that I pick up. And you know, what I used to do is I used to write it down, but now I've gotten lazy. But after speaking to D. Oliver about it, fuck man, I gotta stop being lazy. I gotta stop fucking coasting. You know, I'm making good money and I'm doing great, but that's not enough. I want to be the best fucking trader possible. I want to be at one with my emotions. I want to be fucking connected to this market. And the only way that that is possible is by fucking creating a process. So something that I learned from S&B Capital and speaking to Dr. Brad and Mike and all those people is it's one thing to say you want to fix a problem. Let's say you have a problem with patience. You want to be more patient. And you say, I want to be able to fix my patience problem. That fucking means nothing. You have to find the solution to fix your problem. You need to find a solution to fucking improve. Until you fucking create a system, until you create a process, you're not gonna fucking improve. You're not gonna improve. So don't let the conversation end by just saying, I wanna be patient. Let the conversation end by creating a process that's going to allow you to be more patient. Yeah, I have a great Instagram live that I'm gonna do at the end of this month. I'm going to show you the power of the process. I'm going to show you what is possible by trading from 9:30 to 11 o'clock, by nail and bailing, by taking the meat of the move. And I showed D. Oliver my March statement. And I showed him the numbers, I showed him a screenshot, I showed him everything, not only to motivate him, but to fucking show him that if I could do this, you could fucking do it too. He mentioned to me that before he joined MIC, he was not consistent. Before he joined MIC, he didn't know what the float was. And it's just funny because, you know, he said that no matter what stupid question I had, there was always someone answering it because people wanted to help other people. The community of MIC is just built on members trying to help members. It's a non-toxic environment. There's no negativity. And the number one goal is to fucking help people grow. That's just the truth. I love you guys. Starting to get fucking hot now. What's up, everyone? Hey, Tay. Yeah, exactly. Everyone has a story. And D. Oliver didn't know shit, man. He really didn't know shit. And after being in MIC, he's able to buy himself a car? This motherfucker bought a car? That's fucking sick, man. That's fucking sick. What other place is there that you know that 24/7 there's traders helping each other? 24/7 there's something happening. I had a nightmare that I fucking got married and I went into after hours and Bao was shitting on me. Joe was joking around with me. He's like, did you marry a dude or whatever, this and that? And I'm cracking up, man. It's fucking midnight and I'm sweating and I'm fucking upset. And here I am, Bao is making me fucking crack up because, you know, MIC is my family. You know, you guys are my fucking family. And I'm on the Slack app more than I'm on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all this shit, because rather than wasting my time on mindless social media, I just go on MIC and I talk to everyone and I message everyone. I try to get to everyone's messages and try to hit them up. I get literally 50, 60, 70 PMs a day. And I basically spend the entire day after I'm done trading answering PMs, because people want to improve. People want to get better. They are not here to look for pump and dump alerts. They are not here to buy fucking offerings when they're on the dip. They're not looking for fucking stocks on sale. They're trying to truly improve. And if they're taking the time out to say, hey, I watched this video on Bao's Zombies and I had a question about how he identified this line here at this moment, I say, wow, fantastic question. Thank you for taking the time to watch the videos and actually asking a question that is going to help people improve. And after I see a question like that, I try to share that with the rest of the members so that they could all learn too, We need to double check your future bride. And I was actually telling Bao before I started this that, these walks are really helping me. They're clearing my head. They're making me lose weight. They're making me happier. They're helping other people. So it is awesome. I'm going to rant after this. All right, pal, I'm going to wrap this up then, and you start ranting, bro. You start ranting. Do what you got to do, brother. Do what you got to do. All right, let's wrap this up. I will hopefully see you guys again tomorrow, and I guess everyone tune in to Bao's Instagram Live after this. See you guys later.